Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions that you're ever going to make, but a lot of buyers make costly mistakes that could have been avoided. Today, I'm breaking down the top 5 home buying mistakes and how to avoid them. Let's get into it. Hi, welcome to Invest with Jim, where you'll find real estate insights that no one else is sharing. Coming in at number 5, making big credit purchases before closing. This could literally kill your deal. When you get pre-approved for a mortgage, it's based on your debt to income ratio. If you go out and buy a car, take out a loan, or start buying furniture for your new home on credit cards, that ratio will change. And suddenly you're no longer approved for the home that you're under contract for. You don't want to take on any new debt, because even if you are still qualified, messing with your debt to income ratio could mess with the terms of the loan or your interest rate on it, all right? Mistake number 4, that is when you get too many outside opinions. Everybody in your life will have an opinion about the home that you are buying, even if they are not the ones living in it or paying for it. Friends, family, coworkers, their intentions are probably good, but too many opinions could definitely cloud your judgment. Even worse, if a family member, perhaps a parent or something, is helping you with the down payment, they might feel entitled to make decisions for you. At the end of the day, you need to choose what's best for you, not what someone else thinks is best for you. So even if you are borrowing money or receiving a gift or something like that, just make sure that there's no strings attached to that. Mistake number 3 is buying a home without long-term stability. Real estate is a long-term game. If you're not planning on staying in the home for like 3 to 5 years at least, buying could be a mistake. Selling too soon could mean that you may not even break even, especially after closing costs, realtor commissions, and market fluctuations. And this especially applies to a new build. If you buy a brand new build home, all right, you're paying a little extra already for a new build, all right? So if you sell in a very short time, like within a year, you're definitely gonna have some negative equity. So unless you're okay with potentially losing some money, make sure your purchase makes sense for the long run. By the way, if you're finding value in this video, can you do us a huge favor by liking and subscribing to the channel? And more importantly, share this with a friend that is considering buying a house. Thanks, now back to the video. Mistake number 2, not thinking about your exit strategy. You should always have an exit strategy, because the house that you're thinking about buying now, you're going to have to sell down the road sometime. If the home that you're buying has something that makes it harder to resell down the road, like a washer and dryer in the garage, no driveway, no yard, ultra high HOA, or it's just super remote, they built it at the edge of town, it could sit on the market longer later and make it harder for you to sell. Before buying, ask yourself and consult with your realtor, would I have trouble selling this later? If the answer is yes, or even maybe, I would think twice about that. What if you plan on keeping it for a long time and making it a rental property perhaps, all right? That's a great strategy to do, but you should also think about that as well too. Is this property going to be easy for me to rent out in the future? Does it make sense? Are there any restrictions within the HOA? How's the location? Consider that as well. And the number 1 mistake when buying a home is buying what you qualify for and not what you can actually afford. Just because you qualify for a mortgage doesn't mean you can actually afford it. Let's say you talk to a mortgage lender and they say you qualify for a $3,000 a month mortgage, or let's say that's $500,000 or $600,000. But after factoring in things such as utilities, insurance, maintenance, and any other unexpected costs, you might realize that your mortgage and the cost of owning this house is stretching you way too thin. You do not want to be house poor. The bank is only looking at numbers, but you have to factor in your own lifestyle. So if you're somebody that likes to travel, take vacations, or maybe you like to go out with friends, eat out a lot, or maybe you really like eggs and eggs are expensive right now. Joking aside, I mean, think about that, right? The bank is going to say, oh, you make this much money, you qualify for this much, but they're not really taking into account of what you're doing with your disposable income, right? So you don't want to buy a house and then realize, oh my God, for me to afford to keep this house, I have to give up, the travel, the going out, the eating out, and doing all those things that you like to do. So the bottom line is, you do not have to buy all the way to the max limit of what you are qualified for, all right? I would seriously consider, what is the payment that's gonna allow you to still live that lifestyle that you wanna keep? Buying a home is exciting, but making these mistakes could definitely make it a financial headache for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell, and share this video with somebody that you know that is considering buying a house. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.